There once was a dog named Jello, who was as hyper and cute as a dog could be. He spent his days with his loving family hanging inside or outside, whichever he preferred. The family bought many toys, fed him well, gave him a comfy bed, and loved him unconditionally. However, Jello wasn't always the happiest of dogs. He was often grumpy or angry because of other animals. He wanted what they had, and he wasn't going to stop until he got it. Jello saw birds, and he wanted to fly. He saw an alligator and wanted to be able to breathe underwater. He saw a turtle and wanted something like its shell for protection. Whatever he saw, he wanted. And one day, despite all of the good that Jello's family had offered him, he decided that it was time for him to leave and try to become a better animal. He needed to run faster, jump higher, and fly, because he wanted to be the best, and didn't care how it would affect others. He left through the dog door and made his way into the woodlands that surrounded his house. Jello's first interaction in the woodlands came by way of a mountain lion, whom he was envious of for his speed. When Jello tried to interact with the lion, however, the lion saw him as prey and attacked. Luckily, Jello was able to escape unharmed, but rattled nonetheless. He didn't understand why the animal was so angry when he was just looking for a little advice. The next animal that Jello interacted with wasn't much of an interaction at all. Jello saw a large bird flying through the sky and started yelling, interested in ways that he could possibly learn to do the same. The bird, which was a hawk, disregarded everything Jello was saying and tried to attack from the sky by diving down on top of him. Jello was quick enough to escape the hawk's talons, but was even more scared now than he was before. He didn't understand why these other animals were trying to eat him. He just wanted what they had, but was starting to realize that his life at home with his family was way more fun and less stressful than life in the woodlands. He figured that he would try one more animal before going back home. So, Jello went up to an alligator who was submerged in a swamp. When Jello tried to talk to the alligator about breathing underwater, the alligator attacked, grabbing a hold of Jello's foot. Although he managed to pull away, Jello was left with 3 large scars in his left paw that served as a reminder of how tough life can be for others. After that incident, Jello had enough. He missed his family, food, and toys. Finally, Jello turned around and made his way back home, content with his effort but ready to get back to the loving care of those he called his family. Although it took him a little bit to get home because he was so deep into the wilderness, Jello made it back safely. His family was so surprised when he showed up at the door because they thought that he was gone for good. They took care of his injury and were the nicest they had been to him in his entire life. It was at this moment that Jello had realized how big of a mistake he had made. He hurt those who loved him unconditionally and wasn't grateful for the things that they had given him, something that he learned from and never had issues with again.